Hello, my name is Vamsi Sisla. This video covers Introduction to Cloud Operations. I will go over some of the basics of cloud operations and what does it take to be a cloud administrator. Prerequisites are on having some understanding of various cloud technologies and some high level of understanding of cloud architecture. So before I talk about cloud operations, let's understand what is cloud computing. Cloud computing is really an operations model, not a technology. The technologies that are used in cloud computing have been around for decades. Nothing new there. Databases, same servers, same operating systems. What's different is your ability to avail them, interact with them, to build, run, manage, and maintain your technology stack to run your existing businesses. What's different is they necessarily may not be co-located in your intranet or data centers. They might be remotely located. So cloud operations has really two sides to it, the sizzle and the steak. The sizzle is all the fun stuff you do as a cloud administrator. Ability to pick the latest operating system, fastest hardware, fastest processors, unlimited amount of memory, and ability to scale up or scale down, ability to kill them if you don't need them. That's the fun stuff. On the other hand, there's this lot of mundane but still critically important stuff as part of cloud operations, which is security, privacy, compliance. Managing for those key aspects is very critical. Understanding service level agreements and MSAs, master service agreements, between your business users and business expectations and vendor offerings is very critical. Understanding quality of service frameworks offered by the vendors and the software stack is very critical. Spending a lot of time understanding the logs, the server logs, to study and find system bottlenecks in the current traffic, but at the same time also plan for future bottlenecks. And last but not least, optimizing and definitely keeping your costs low. As I said, cloud operations is also about security. It's not just end user security, it's also the business data and business user security. Privacy and trust are very critical, not just for the end users, but also for the vendor data, partner data, customers, and investors. For some industries at least, the compliance is a very important aspect, such as HIPAA, FINRA, and so forth. It's really a myth when you say once you go cloud, it all runs on its own. Cloud operations is a lot more tactical, and it's a full-time job for multiple people. In summary, a cloud administrator should be able to understand and manage the interrelationships between key components of the cloud architecture: your servers, your network, your storage, your applications. Not only that, understanding the economics that dictate your business needs also very critical. Because if you do not keep your costs of goods sold low, you will end up not really benefiting from migrating from your local data centers to the cloud. Dealing with business and end user security, privacy, quality of service, SLAs, are very critical as a cloud administrator. You have to understand your user personas, the end users, the customers, and the business users. You need to understand about your infrastructure, the software, the network truth protocols, network topology, and the services that you are required to provide. You need to understand the security, compliance, and regulatory framework for you to run your technology infrastructure in the cloud. And finally, you need to understand and capture the data that you're generating from the usage, and making sense of the data is very critical. This is a typical cloud system administrator job roles and responsibilities. As a cloud administrator, you're expected to do planning, installation, and configuration of your systems. You're expected to pick and choose the right storage, right networking framework, right software and system components based on your cloud needs. You are expected to maintain and monitor the entire infrastructure. You need to constantly create performance tuning systems, as well as testing, monitoring, look out for security threats, look out for any changes in the software or hardware stack that you're using as while you're going through your upgrade cycle, to make sure that is in compliance with or it's compatible with your existing application stacks. It's your role and responsibility to keep an eye out for that. You are supposed to keep an eye out on disaster recovery methodologies and protocols. Your ability to reach your hardware and your systems even during lights out when there's no power. Within the cloud system administration, sometimes adjacent to that there's this other category of activities people are involved in called DevOps. DevOps typically deals with costing, billing, analytics, scaling, security, and so forth. It's sort of a subset to the cloud system administration. Some organizations divide this into two different roles, and some of them house them under one role. So for you to typically thrive as a cloud systems administrator, the key skills that you need are strong understanding of cloud services, infrastructure, good operational knowledge of leading cloud services. Currently Amazon, Microsoft's Azure, Rackspace, Heroku are some of the leaders, but recently Google and IBM have also announced their own cloud implementation. You also have HP, Dell offering their own cloud platforms. Having a strong understanding of all these different competing technologies and solutions is very critical. Having some basic understanding of database knowledge is also important, even though you'll be working closely with full-time database administrators on this, but you having some knowledge of databases is critical. Having some understanding of the various concepts on such as network topology, memory usage, in-memory usage, memcache, how do you do load balancing, how do you route the traffic, how do you create policies to route traffic between various virtual instances, maybe based on their geographic location, maybe based on the amount of load that those servers are taking in, and so forth, is very critical.